Welcome to Wednesday. I do have a treat for you today. It's a treat for me too because some of my favorite things that I've been wanting to do, I'm going to do today on Wowie Wednesday. Hi Sharon and Leanne and Angie, Lisa and Paul and Tina and Margaret. Hey guys. So, Paul, I just saw you over at Ken's page. I recognize your name. So I'm gonna do something really cute. Two super quick things. We received this awesome transfer in as a gift from Couture. So it's not, can't buy it, but what I'm about to do, you can do with anything. So have no fear. Have no fear. You can replicate this if you so choose. I'm trying to see if I have everything. Hi Rebecca. Hi Ellen. Hi Pat. Oh, thank you. Smitten with the mitten. Yep. This is only like the second time I've worn this. Okay. Let's get all of my stuff ready to go. So I'm going to make two little things. I have this totally like cheap dollar store board right here. It's a good size to do what I want, and it's the right color. I wanted the like darker frame with a black board because I could have done our darker frame, but it has a white board. And then I'm going to show you something fun to do on here. But, so let's look at the transfer itself. Hi, Andy. Hi, Julie. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Pat. I think I already said hi to Pat. But sometimes I get on a roll and then I just can't stop. Now, I peeled this transfer off. It is super sticky. So we have to fuzz it quite a bit. So I'm going to grab my fuzzing cloth and peel it and just kind of stick it down. And I'm going to peel it up a few times, okay? So I just want to get all of the fuzz from this fabric. That looks pretty good, or it feels pretty good. It doesn't really look pretty good. Oh, yes, Rebecca. I hear ya. Okay. This, I'm just going to kind of center it and place it down. Now, the colors that I'm using today are, let me grab my other color. I forgot to, oh, it must be down here. So I have our iced coffee, I have our gold, and I have our sage. And these are going to be beautiful colors together. I am super excited. Hi, Donna from North Carolina. And we're back, Shalise says. And we're back. So I'm going to get my chalks ready. Angie, it's so fun. I'll tell you what, it was about 2.5 years ago when I first saw it, immediately I was smitten, like for sure. I didn't even think about it. I just went ahead and joined because I knew that it was, no matter what I did, it was going to be valuable to me, whether I made a business or not. It is just so fun, and it's making me become better at decor and just being creative. I'm honing my creativeness. You know, I've always been pretty creative and liked to do things. This chalk paste is like giving me a run for my money. it's smooth. It just looks clumpy. Trying to make it look better, but honestly, it's still smooth. So we're gonna go with it. My towel. I need my towel. I have this drawer in the front of my table, and I'll tuck my towel in there. And some days I forget, and then I can't. Oh, it's a rabbit hole for sure. Yeah, no, I get it. You'll start to go places and start, like, you'll look at things in a totally new way. Like, oh, I could totally chalk on that. I will find a surface and I'll be like, I don't even like that saying, but I like the surface, and I'll paint over it and then I'll redo it my own way. But that's me. I'm super crazy. Super duper. All right. Oh my goodness. Apparently I've been chalking like gangbusters because all my chalks are getting low. Getting low. Getting low. I just spilled that everywhere. Low, low, low. Okay. Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't ask what I'm doing. I'm crazy. Yeah. It's all right, Shalise. You know, but everything happens for a reason. Can't all be on the same team. That would be nice. One big happy family. Okay. Hi, Crystal. Hello, hello. So we're doing 2 projects, but this one is gonna be a little more traditional, and then this one's gonna be a little bit extra. Okay? All right. No elf ears today. So my words I'm gonna do in the iced coffee, and then this stuff right here is gonna be in the other colors to frame it. So I think I'll start at the top, and if this is gonna take a bit of energy, I think I know I want to do sage. On just some of it. That works. And then gold on some of it, and kind of like running into the sage. Like a little bit blending, and then a little bit just over, just kind of like blending it over. All right, so we did that. Now I need another squeegee to do the words in almond. And I feel like I need to hurry because it's winter, and in winter the air is drier, means your chalk is going to dry quicker. So I will probably peel part of this up now, dry it, and then go back and finish. If I can. If I can't, because, oh, duh, there was another corner. So we are pulling straight up. Even though I fuzzed it a bunch, it's super sticky. All right. Now, I'm not pulling it all the way off, but so far, I pulled it that far, and I do want to dry this. So I'll get my little dryer. Renee, for sure. Thrift stores, clearance. Oh, I know. Listen. There's never enough time in the world. I know. I hear ya. I completely understand. All right, so now we have to finish with this. So I'm going to go back to my sage and do this. And then go back with my gold and kind of finish this off. That should be pretty good. Okay, set that there. If your chalk dries and you go over it, not necessarily. When your chalk dries and you lay this down, hold on, I'm just peeling it up. When your chalk dries, I don't go over that again. I just lay the transfer back down. If this dries and you go over it with more chalk, it might reconstitute the dry stuff, but really you need to add a tiny, 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 tiny bit of water, like on the tip of your finger, to reconstitute that, to get it wet again, to go through. So let's hold this up so you can kind of see. You know what? I need to wash this. Hold on, just getting like all the glitter off of there. I'm gonna lay this on my mat. And I love, oh, I gotta share this. I didn't share the video. I love to show you the shimmer. So I will show you the shimmer. And this is the easiest way. So you've got the, can you see how shimmery it is? It's cool. I love it. I love it. You matter so much. And this is like a perfect stand on a desk or a dresser or a nightstand, something like that. Now I gotta turn off my flashlight. Let's wash this so we can reuse it real quick. Let me get some water. All right, I'm just grabbing my board eraser just to get the majority of the chalk off. Board erasers work fantabulous to wash your transfer, the top of it, especially with shimmer paste. And I used gold shimmer paste, so we definitely want to wash the top of this with the board eraser. Get it all off, and then just kind of like rinse your eraser with the water, and then I set it to dry. And then my final step is to take a disinfectant wipe, and I'm just wiping off the front. And then this is the important part that people probably don't realize you should do. You flip it over. So this is the sticky side, and I'm going to wipe it with the disinfectant wipe as well. And we're going to get all of that chalk paste off, and we're also getting all of the fuzz off. Remember, we fuzzed it? Okay. Water, if you wash it in water, it'll actually get more of the fuzz off. So we're going to dry this now, and our fuzzing cloth is dual use. So on the opposite side, this is a nice soft microfiber. So here's the microfiber. Let me do this. Crystal, I bet you anything that your chalk is drying, and I can demonstrate for you what you should do. I do have a lot of videos that tell you how to avoid that, but sometimes when you're so new and you're fresh, you definitely take longer and you're careful. And so we don't want you to not be careful, right? I'm fuzzing this again. Thanks, Joyce. Oh my goodness, this is so sticky. So I'm fuzzing it again and again. I kind of want to fuzz it on my arm. My shirt is very, very fuzzy. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can fuzz it on anything, any kind of fabric that has lint. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to make a few of these tags because I want to add them to some gifts. And I love the saying so much. So I'm going to add this to some gifts. And I think for the first one, I think I will do gold for the words. Now, not all of this fits, but you know that when you're chalking, you don't have to use the entire transfer. So you can use bits and pieces and you don't even have to worry about it, right? All right, so Crystal, I'm gonna pretend that this is dried and I can't do it any like I started to peel it up. This is how you know when it's dry. So I'm going over the whole thing. And all right, there we go. So I've got all of this done. So I'm going to do it with gold because shimmer paste doesn't dry out as quickly as the others. So pretend you start lifting it up and you realize, oh goodness, some of that's coming up. So I lay it back down. I dip my finger in water, like a tiny bit. I'm going to show you how much. If I sprayed a little water right here, I just sprayed it. I tap my finger in it. I don't even want it dripping off. I just want my finger glistening with a little water. And then you go, pretend this is where it is. You just start tapping and kind of reconstituting the paste that's already there. And you can lift up to see if it went through. You don't want too much water because water will make it run all over. Water will go everywhere, underneath the screen and everything. So you barely want it wet, but you do want it glistening with water. So just a fun little trick in case. Oh yeah, this is such a sticky transfer, even after I fuzz it. When you get a sticky transfer like this and you're peeling it up, make sure that you are peeling it straight up and not at any other angle other than straight up. Because you don't want to curl. If you peel it like this, you're going to curl your transfer and it's going to be awful. All right, let me lay this down for a second. This needs to dry. So let me set it up here. That needs to dry. We're going to do another one. And I'm just going to use it just the way it is. But this time, Nicole, you just got your starter kit. Awesome. Love it. I love it. I love it. This time we're going to do a different color. We're going to do, I want to do Storm. That means I need one of my multi-tools. Multi-tool is the fun, long, tall tool. You can stir with it in, well, they don't sell these big giant ones anymore, but you can stir with it. And you can apply with it. Like I could just do the whole thing if I wanted to. I might as well. We'll see how this goes. I'm covering it with chalk now. And then I will smooth and remove it in a second. Hopefully it went through. Especially right there. We will see. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so I have two. Oh, I just put it through the water. Two of those different colors. I'm going to throw this in my water bath. Let that kind of go in there. And this is going to dry. I'm going to make a little, a cute little, you'll see, like a little garland attachment to my things. Some of the green or the teal of the transfer kind of came off right here, and that actually is not common. I don't think it's ever happened to me before, but I have seen it happen, so I know that it does. And I'll tell you why it happened. Because when I wash my transfer, so when you wash it and you wipe it with the disinfectant wipe, it actually becomes really sticky again. And when I laid it down, I think part of that came off here, and I don't know if I can remove it with, I'm gonna try something. That's what my son says. Let me show you something. I'm going to try to remove it with this. If it doesn't come off, it is not the end of the world because it's not that bright. I just don't want to wreck my other things. Some of it's coming off, but that's all right. I'm not going to mess with it too much or else the words will come off. Okay. So, if you, oh, you matter so much. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take some jute, okay, and I'm going to make a little, there's a word for this, and my husband knows it, and I don't know it, but I'm going to make a little thing at the end so that I can pull it through the beads that I'm about to do. Hello. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Artistic Designs by M&M. Oh, I always forget who the business pages are. Artistic Designs by M&M. Doot, 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 doot. I was going to sing M&M for you. I'll show you guys this while we're working on the other thing, because I love it so much. We're going to do really small, or really small. Not really small, but kind of small. Just needs to stay. Sit. Stay. Good dog. Oy vey. Okay. So you'll notice that I have 3 different sizes. Hold on. Oh, still good. Still good. All right, I'm going to put my smallest bead on first. Then the medium. Then the large. Then the medium, then the small. Okay, so I have 5 beads. So you see what I created? The shape? All right, I'm gonna do it twice because since I'm stringing, I might as well string twice. I can cut my jute wherever I want. Small, medium, large. Uh-oh. I need my pokey tool. Sometime when you buy these in bulk, they don't have like a perfectly good center. You gotta kind of like clean that out. Put the large in there. Ah, it's barely poking out. There we go. And go back to medium. And then we'll go back to our small. Okay, so now I have 2 sets. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make one for this tag and one for this tag. And I need to leave some room so that I can tie it on to the tag. So I'm going to tie it pretty close to the end here. And I'm going to do a double knot so that it stays put. Because I can always trim this little edge off. Then I kind of push that down. And I need to trim maybe about half of that length. And then I'm going to tie this off. And when I tie it off, I'm going to add more to it. So let me unroll this. I'm going to do back and forth. It's about 4 inches in length, and I'm just going back and forth about, I don't know, however full you want your little tassel to be. But I do want it to be even, but that's not so important because you can always trim it to make it even. So I'm just kind of going around. Maybe 10 times. Okay. And then I will stop and I'll gather it in the middle. And then I'm going to snip all of the ones that were looped. Okay. Then you fold it in half, or what you think is in half, as in half as you can. And then you want to incorporate this one into it. So I'm going to set this down for a second. I'll gather those up in a minute. Let me tie this double knot down here so that I can incorporate this top one as part of it. The top one, so that it all, I'm going to need another piece. Usually on Facebook, Michelle, there you go. Oh, awesome. A drill bit set to make your own. Okay, so now we have this. I wish I had like a little rubber band right now because it would help me to keep this secure. But like I said, we're gonna just kind of make sure that all of the pieces are similar in length. Some of the ones that are like super long, you just gotta pull them up a little. Okay. Fold this in half. And I'm gonna tie this. I'm gonna wrap it around a couple times. And then I'm going to double knot it. Oh, I can't wrap, hold on, can't wrap it around yet. I need this to be part of it. Once you have all of this as part of it, then you start wrapping it around. All right, one, wrap this one around, two. Now we have to tie it. Oh my goodness. Oof, I did it. I was like, I need your fingers, you guys. All right, so I'm double knotting this one too. That's all I know how to do is double knot. And you could probably tuck this in, but what I'm gonna do is, first things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim off the ones that are super long, because I'm trying to make it as even as I can. I'm gonna see if I can tuck this in, but if I can't, maybe I'll just try to pull it through and maybe it will stay. But I'm gonna take these are just tweezers. You may have like super pokey tools, and you just kind of go from halfway down and just start separating each one of these little things. I told you this is gonna be extra. We're doing some extra work here. And you just kind of fluff it out. And you take your time. Do like one at a time. They each have like 3 or 4 different strands that are kind of like swirled together. And as you open it, you can kind of see. And even after you get them opened and spread out, maybe I can zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. But I'm just kind of poking in here and releasing all of the strands together. So let's get a new one that I haven't done yet. And it doesn't hurt when I poke my finger. So I use my finger as like a little guide. There are a lot, because remember I said we were going to go back and forth like 10 times, which means you have like 20 different strands of this. So you're just going to keep going. If I had like a super awesome, like this one might have to be trimmed. I don't know if it's going to work because it's part of the knot up here. Oh, I'm just going to trim that one. Make it go away. Okay. Hopefully it's not, the focus isn't too bad from right here. There we go. And you just keep doing it. And kind of careful, because you don't want to pull too hard, because you don't want to pull your knot out. That's why I was starting kind of in the middle. And it's way, way easier to do it at home and not live on TV. I'm just saying. Because the stress, it's stress, you know? So you're gonna keep doing that whole thing. This one's gonna get trimmed. I just cut my fingernail. And then let me zoom out for you a little bit. And you're gonna end up with something like this, okay? So you've got your little, I have my water up there. So you have like this fun thing, your little tail piece. This is gonna end up the exact same way. You just attach and do the same thing with the tail piece. So super easy. And then you can easily add this onto a package, a gift, anything, put it in a stocking, just something cute to give to your people who matter so much. All right, you guys, if you are new to me and you haven't gotten inside my VIP group, now is the time. Get in there, because we have 12 days of Christmas going on, and it's a great sale that I only do once a year, so you want to get in there. Type add me in the comments if you want to check it out, and I'll get you a link for that. Type team in the comments if you want more information about becoming a designer and being able to do all this stuff and make money too. I will get you a link to watch a video inside my group. This is all I have for you today. It was fun. I love doing these little, I love the beads. I just love the beads. And of course, putting our little spin on, oops, you matter so much. So I will, I'll check y'all later. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time is where it's at. I will be back here tomorrow night for Think Ink Thursday. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye now.